Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to begin by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rukakodash. Alright, double honors to the apostles and the great millstone, our teachers that truly do rule well. Peace, love, salutations to all the brethren. And before we come to this, we'll continue to spread this word in sincerity and in truth. Alright, we are the brothers from GMS, some of the brothers from GMS, Trinidad come. Alright, brother Ride, alright, brother Kwam, and myself, brother Calab. Alright, let's come to do a little video over the Spirit of the Most High, you know, pertaining to the time that's to come. Alright, and I want to entitle this video, alright, all the faithful, unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Alright, the first precept is from 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, and verse 1. Alright, it says, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. Alright, that's the mode right now we in. Alright, to speak into our people's ears the words of prophecies. Alright, because the elders and apostles, alright, label this year the year of prophecies. Alright, was a prophecy something that's to happen? Alright, that was declared in times past. Alright, so we had to come out here, we are the prophets. Alright, that the prophecies were revealed to, we had to come and reveal them unto you all. Alright, continue, it says, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai. Alright, so these things that we're bringing out is not of ourselves, alright, but it's the Most High, alright, put in our mouth so that we had to declare it. So I have a precept back?
Can I have a precept? Well, this is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. It says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me.
God, give them warning from me. Hear the word at my mouth. I can, hey, it's words that we preaching, it's not from our mouth. Alright, it's from the Father, enter into our mouth, then we speak. Alright, so the ultimate source of this knowledge is from Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. Alright, we are just vessels, alright, that are used to spread this gospel. Alright, to give warning, as he said. Understand?
Our precept here too, this is even prophecies, right? This is 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 1. It says, follow after charity and desire spiritual gifts, but I rather that ye may prophesy.
Follow after charity, desire spiritual gifts. Alright, which we all the brothers we desire. Alright, can't wait for that day when we gonna be changed. Scripture say, in a twinkling of an eye ye shall be changed. Changing our spiritual body. Alright, we into our super terrestrial body. Alright, we gonna have spiritual powers. Alright, so as much as you're desiring to have spiritual powers, hey, scripture say rather that you prophesy. So before that change, what we have to do now is prophesy. You understand? Go there and do the Most High works. On the highways and hedges, give them warning. You understand? But there's anything on prophecy? Continue, it says verse 2, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity is unbelief, of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Alright, so we ought to prophesy unto you all, whether you all believe, whether you don't believe. Alright, the Romans 3:3, for what if some did not believe? Alright, these things are faithful and true, the scripture say. What do you mean by these things are faithful and true? It will not come to pass. It didn't go and disappoint. The words that went out from the Father's mouth, it didn't go and disappoint. It didn't come back empty-handed. It will not fulfill what it had to do. Alright, and all praises will be unto the Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. Alright, verse 4, it says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Alright, all the unfaithful, alright, will not die in their unfaithfulness. Alright, if you get the Romans 7 and verse 2.
In Romans chapter 7, verse 2, it says, for the woman which had an husband is bound by the law to her husband, so long as he liveth.
So a woman that has a husband is bound to the laws of her husband. Alright? And the scripture says what? The Most High said what? I'm married unto you. Alright, O backsliding daughter. Alright, turn down, O backsliding daughter, alright, of Zion, but I'm married unto you. Alright, so the Most High, we are the Most High's woman. Alright, wife, and we are bound to his laws, bound to him, his ways. Alright, so you 2/3, alright, you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that refuse to keep the Most High laws, you're being unfaithful. Alright, you refuse to do the Most High works, you refuse to live the way He wanted to live, all right, you're being unfaithful. Just like when you have a wife, all right, that ain't doing what she tells you to do, all right, she going and sleep with Tom, Dick and Harry, she being unfaithful. That's how you're treating the Most High.
Yeah.
You understand? Especially when you all worship false gods. Alright? The scripture says in Ezekiel that through your idolatry you have estranged yourself from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You understand? And the Most High not dealing with that. He say all the unfaithful, each one going and die in the unfaithfulness. Alright? How they gonna die? It have a time coming when the enemy gonna rise up like a flood. Alright?
Yeah, because a man and a woman in a relationship, if the woman constantly going out and doing what she wants and taking other men and thing, and you know, at one point in time the man might chip off and chop shop or some kind of thing, and doing the house down, and you might find it looking for him or something. But in this case, the man who going to do that, nobody ain't going to be able to put their hands on him. You understand? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
Understand?
So does it jealousy is the rage of a man? You understand? So the Most High have all rights. The Most High have all rights to destroy 2/3 of Israel. Alright? The ones that continue to be unfaithful. The ones that ain't repent. Would repent, turn back. You're not turn back onto him. Alright? Stop being adulterous. Alright? Stop going after these dumb idols. Stop refusing to keep the Most High laws, commandments, and statutes. Alright? And to show you how the depth of your wickedness. Alright? Really and truly, naturally, a man not supposed to go back onto a woman that went onto a next man. But the Most High give you that grace. Alright? In Jeremiah 3.
And wait, it have what the scripture say. The reason why a man could put away his wife, really and truly, is for fornication.
Matthew 19 and 9.
And the nation Israel commit that spiritual fornication.
There's Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 3. Verse 1, Salakia. They say, if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's wife, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again to me, said the Lord. You understand? So hey, right now the repentance that we was given, we're not worthy of it. Alright, the grace that we was given, we're not worthy of it. You understand? Because hey, we went out there and played the harlots. We worship false God. I was once worshiping Jesus Christ. You understand? The others was worshiping Haile Selassie and Allah and whatnot. Alright, and they come into the street. We unprofitable, so we unworthy. Yes, but the Most High gave us that grace, so we have to serve him. Alright, seek him 10 times more. Alright, but you will continue to be unfaithful. Alright, so the unfaithful shall die in the unfaithfulness.
This is Hosea chapter 14, starting at verse 1. It says, O Israel, return unto Yahweh thy power, for thou hast fallen by thine iniquity. Take with you words and turn to Yahweh. Say unto him, take away all iniquity, receive us graciously, so will we render and cleave of our lips.
So the Most High give you all a place of repentance, bro. Most High say, hey, turn unto me. The iniquity. You understand? The iniquity cause us, to be at differences. Repent.
The scripture say, iniquity have had to keep the good things from thee.
You understand? And there are scripture in the Apocrypha that says, my son, hast thou sinned? Do so no more. But ask repentance for thy former sin. Like it here. So Rock 21 and verse 1. It says, my son, hast thou sinned? Do so no more, but ask pardon for thy former sins. Flee from sin as from the face of a serpent. For if thou comest too near it, it will bite thee, the teeth thereof as the teeth of a lion, slaying the souls of men. You understand? It continues, verse 3. All iniquity is as a two-edged sword. The wounds thereof cannot be healed. Alright? So the Most High is saying what? My son, if you sin, hey, do so no more. Alright? But ask pardon for thy former sins. So you're supposed to be in a repentant state right now, because the Most High gave that privilege to come back unto him. Yeah. The husband gave that right, alright? Or that little bit grace to come back unto him. You're supposed to take that. You understand? But no, you all continue. Alright? Scripture say, hey, it's a stiff-necked people. You understand? It's the whole house, the 2/3 of Israel, let's come like the megabit woman. How she real rebellious. She head-hearted. Hard-headed, Salakia. Alright? You have a precept? Done.
Alright, this is Hosea chapter 4 verse 6.
Go ahead.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Done.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. That thou shalt be peace to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children.
Man, you forget the laws of Yahweh, you will forget your children. You understand? So in that day when you find yourself in problems, alright, you're crying out for food to feed your family, you're crying out for safety, shelter for your family, alright, you go forget you. It come like you're praying, but your prayers ain't reaching no way. You understand? Because at the time when you're supposed to be turning back to your husband, which is now the appointed time, alright, scripture says remember the creator in the days of your youth, the evil days drawing not nigh. Alright? So right now, as appointed time, with the greater repentance is still open. Alright? Seek the Most High now.
While he might be found.
While he might be found, Isaiah 55. Alright?
This is Isaiah chapter 54 verse 5. It says, for the Maker is thine husband, and Yahweh of hosts is his name.
Thy Maker is thy husband. Alright? Who is that Maker? Who's the house of Israel Maker? Yahweh Shai. Alright? That is the husband. Alright? I'll be faithful unto him. You understand? Go ahead.
And thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, the power of the whole earth shall he be called. For Yahweh hath called thee as a woman forsaken and grieved in spirit, and a wife of youth, when thou was refused, said thy power.
So, hey, the Most High, alright, and his son, hey, they took us in. Alright, they took us in the house of Israel to be a special, the apple of their eyes. You understand? What you turning wrong and doing now is backstabbing. Alright? You're being ungrateful. If you by continuing in sin. And like a woman, as I said, you go do all, you go work shift after shift after shift after shift to provide for a woman. You understand? You go do things that is pleasing unto the woman, and then she will come turn around and horn you. She will turn around and become unfaithful unto you. And that is how you also Israel becoming unto the Most High right about now.
And you know, in a relationship with a woman, you know, sometimes you might see she iniquity or some kind of thing, or the vibes you might be feeling, and or it might have an argument. You know, you might turn your face some she, you might be talking to she for a while, and that was going on with the case of Israel. Most of turn it back on the nation of Israel for a while.
That's right.
Turn your face from Israel.
That's right.
You know, and it's saying in the next verse here, it says, for a small moment have I forsake thee, but with great mercies will I gather thee. You know?
That is to show the love that the Most High have. That the love that the Most High have for the house of Israel. You understand? That we say, I have loved thee. And thou still ask, wherein hast thou loved us? So it's not evident that the Most High love you. You went off. The Most High is still willing to take you back, by. Right about now is not the time to be unfaithful. Right now is the time to come in to do the Lord's work.
Look at this next verse, because this next verse same way it was saying basically. It says, in a little wrath I hid my face from thee for a moment, but with everlasting kindness will I have mercy on thee, said Yahweh power. Thy Redeemer.
Everlasting kindness. You understand? Hey, the Most High is the Redeemer of the house of Israel. Alright, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Alright? But not the whole house going to return. Alright, not the whole house going to start back or catch yourself and become faithful again. Alright, some guns still stick in the unfaithfulness. Alright, that is why hey, the Most High going to show his justness.
I was saying that they say to her, you know, when you have a woman and she go on somewhere else, but when she reach there, she realize the
grass not green
on that side. They say like when they in good house, bad house, just call them.
So true, and that's what taking place. Alright, they think they are the grass green on the other side. So that's why we have Israelites, alright, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, alright, that refusing this word, alright, they're drawing Christianity which seem as though it's prospering now. The grass looking green on that side. But hey, that grass not, hey, that grass, that grass is artificial. It's artificial because that grass ain't gonna be able to help you out in the day of the Most High wrath. Alright? The real deal is in the truth. Alright, of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Alright, none of prosperity doctrine. You understand? Jeremiah 30.
Jeremiah 30? This is Jeremiah 6 and 7. So Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 6. It says, Ask ye now and see whether a man do it travail with children. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail?
As a woman in travail. Why it is these big men in travail? Alright, in that time, alright, when the enemy coming like a flood. Alright, in that time at Jacob's trouble. Alright, all those that thought that the grass was green on that side. Alright, all those that thought that they was in safety. All those that left off from the Father, alright, and was living their life how they please. Alright, they're going to be in travail. Alright, because hey, they're unfaithful, and that's the time at the Most High wrath. Alright, so the Most High going to repay unto them alright what they deserve. Scripture says going to bring every work into judgment, whether it be evil or whether it be good. Alright?
Understand? And all faces are turned into paleness. As verse 7, as for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. Whose trouble? Alright, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Alright? And you, the ones that refuse, alright, to turn onto the Most High now, alright, you're going to get the bad side of the stick. Alright? You're going to be calling on all kind of different God. Alright? And you're not going to be safe. You're not going to have no safety. Alright? You're not going to be fed. Alright? You're going to be hungry. You're going to be thirsty. Alright? You're going to even die. Miserable deaths.
That's when you want to return unto your husband. That's when you go remember your husband.
Exactly.
And want to return unto him. Too late.
Too late shall be the cry. Get our repentance close.
That's right.
You understand? So Jeremiah 16 and 4.
When they say scripture say the face will be with paleness too. That is when they fear cover them so much that they don't know what to do.
Gone.
You know?
Gone.
Alright?
Gone.
Alright, this is Jeremiah chapter 16 verse 4. It says, they shall die of grievous deaths.
Shall die of grievous deaths. Go ahead.
They shall not be lamented, neither they shall be buried. But they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth. And they shall be consumed by the sword and by the famine. And their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven.
So hey, you're going to die by the sword, alright, at the enemy, alright, and you're going to die what? By you're going to be consumed by famine. In a sense, I say you're going to be hungry to the state where you're going to die. Hungry to the state where you're going to die. Alright? Also talk about you're going to eat your children. Alright? Lamentations 4 and 10.
something in it.
Can. Quickly, wait more 1 minute. Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 10. It says, the hands of the pitiful women have sodden their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people. Understand? So in that day, you ain't gonna even pity your own children. Alright? You go and gather up your own children to what? Eat them. In the day of destruction, in the day of famine. I to show how dread things will not be. Alright? And these things you're gonna do because what? You didn't keep your faith in your Yahweh Shem Yoshai. And you have no other alternative. Alright? Because you most are not gonna feed you. Alright, so hey, you're gonna eat your children. That's something there?
Yeah, that's something. Finish?
Yeah.
This is Proverbs chapter 1, starting on verse 22. It says, how long ye simple ones will ye love simplicity, and will scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
Can.
It says, turn now at thy reproof, behold, I pour out my spirit upon you, and I will make known my word unto you. Because I have called and ye refuse. I have stretched out my hands and no man regard. But ye have set at naught my counsel and with none of my reproof. I also would laugh at your calamity and mock when your fear cometh.
Can. Alright? So the men of the Lord, alright, that you all see out on the highways and hedges, alright, in the so-called dresses, alright, these are the Lord's hands that He's stretching out. Alright? There's the trumpet that the Most High blowing.
Yeah.
Alright? That the watchmen that the Most High set up to give you all warning. Alright? But you all what? Set them at naught. Alright? You all don't regard them. You all disregard them. You understand? Most High say go laugh at your calamities. You gonna laugh through. You gonna laugh through the men. Alright? Because when we see you all going through your headache, alright, you all distresses and we in safety, alright, we gonna abide under the shadow of the Almighty. We gonna laugh at you all. You understand?
It says, when your fear cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, and I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
They're going to seek the Most High early in that day. The scripture saying, in the day of thy power, they shall be willing.
Yeah, they will turn, the scripture says they will turn on the side. They will know that is the true and living power at that time.
And I believe it's Zephaniah, Zechariah Salat. I believe the scripture says they're going to be designed to be one of these priestly garments. You understand? They're going to want to cling to the men of the Lord in that day. You understand? But the men of the Lord going and what? Rise up. They're going to have that spiritual power. Alright? And they're going to be safe. Alright?
The 2/3 now go see that have a hedge around these men. Because they go want to be dwelling in the spot these men and them dwelling.
And I see if they can find us too. I bring out a quick picture here.
Go ahead.
Alright, this is Zechariah chapter 13 verse 8. And it shall come to pass in that day, it shall come to pass that in all the land, said the Lord Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
Yeah, by the unfaithful. Alright, you 2/3, the unfaithful ones. Go ahead.
But the third shall be left therein.
It shall be left therein. Alright? Like the men of the Lord that out here prophesying right now. Alright, they make themselves a living sacrifice. Alright, unto the Lord, so in that day can be saved. Alright, because we come to the understanding, alright, through the Spirit, that the rewards of the times to come, alright, is greater than the rewards of now. Which might be a nice little car, which might be about a 50,000 in a bank account. Those things not going to profit in the day of the Most High. The scripture says that riches profit not in the day of wrath. You understand? There's Zechariah chapter 12 and verse 8. Alright, but I take it from Isaiah 59 and 19, right? It says, in the day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as God, as the angel of the Lord before them. Alright, and it shall come to pass in that day that I will seek to destroy the nation that come against Israel. Alright, so in that day, alright, that when the men of the Lord, alright, that stand firm in the street, alright, that was faithful unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai, alright, that may be seen, that may looking feeble right now, alright. We have no power right now. We cannot overthrow Esau's kingdom. Alright, but in that day to come, alright, the day of the Most High's wrath, alright, you say, what? The feeble among them shall be as David. David was a mighty man. Alright, David slew Goliath. David came in the name of the Lord. He had the strength from the Lord. You understand? So the Most High can lift us up. That's how he exalted David. Give David that strength. You understand? To take down that devil, that giant. And so we're going to take down you giants out there. You are a nation that are above us.
Bring you down to your size.
That's right.
Put you in a place.
That's right.
We're supposed to be in slavery.
That's something, huh?
I'm buying all the time.
Bring Isaiah.
Where? Yeah, come.
It says Isaiah chapter 59 verse 19. It says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh for the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood.
When the enemies shall come in like a flood. Alright? So it's sort of, so shall they fear. It's sort of
Jeremiah chapter 59 verse 19.
Go ahead.
So shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh from the west.
Go ahead.
And his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood. The Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him.
The Spirit of the Most High, alright, will lift up a standard against him. Alright, so all the plans that the so-called white man have, alright, to overthrow this place, to bring in martial law, alright, to have us in concentration camps, alright, to take away all civilian rights, all civilian laws, or the ordinary laws. The Most High going to lift up a standard against that. Alright, and the men that are faithful can be saved. Alright, not the unfaithful. The unfaithful can die in the unfaithfulness. Alright, all that put the trust in the Most High not going to be confounded.
The scripture I was looking for, I couldn't find this one. The filthy shall be filthy still. The righteous shall be righteous still. I was looking for. Our scripture is Jeremiah chapter 47, starting at verse 2.
Well,
it says, thus says Yahweh, behold, water rise up out of the north, and shall be an overflowing flood, and shall overflow the land and all that is therein.
That water is representing what the armies are going to come in with. Alright, them men, them soldiers that are going to try to come in with to overthrow the whole place. You understand?
It says, the city and them that dwell therein, then the men shall cry, and all the inhabitants of the land shall howl at the noise of the stamping of the roof of his strong horses, at the rushing of his chariots, and at the rumbling of his wheels. Yeah, go ahead.
So they're going to come in with great might. You understand? They're going to come in with the tanks. Alright, they're going to come in with the soldiers. Alright, they're going to come in with the guns, the ammunitions. Alright? Go ahead.
says the fathers shall not look back to their children for feebleness of hands.
Bring that back again, huh? Bring that back.
It says the fathers shall not look back to their children for the feebleness of hands.
Can.
So basically in that time you basically powerless.
Can.
Because you might see in that time you might watch back and see your daughter or your son being put to death and trampled under some wheel. You know?
Can. That way you gotta look to the hills from which cometh your help.
Can.
Alright, you look to your how about Shem Yahushua in that time.
That's right.
Alright, praying for that strength that was promised. Alright, for that spiritual power that was promised. Alright. So that he could be a salvation in that day. Alright, because hey, you cannot fight against this devil. Alright, them that armies, alright, that flood, the enemy that gonna come in like a flood, we can't fight against him right about now. With our own strength. Alright, but we have to look to the strength of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's why we coming out here and we doing this work. We giving you all warning. Hey, turn to Yahweh Shem Yahushua now. So that when he's sharing out strength, when he's sharing out power, you can receive some. Alright, but if you want to be one of the unfaithful to die in the unfaithfulness, so be it, because prophecy has to be fulfilled. Alright, but what I'm saying to you, this side here is the safe side. Alright, prophesying for the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, alright, in all sincerity and in truth, is the safe side. Alright, choose ye to this day which side you're going to be on. Alright, Revelation 12.
Right, this is Revelation chapter 12 verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time.
So you don't come down here with great wrath. Alright? The enemy gonna come down with great wrath, like prophecies. Nothing can stop that. Time coming, we gonna implement martial law. Alright, you gonna come in with the armies to bring in that one world, or to try to bring the whole world under subjection. Alright, especially you Israelites under subjection again. Alright, this time he ain't just coming with chains and shackles, he coming with big ammunitions. Alright? So you gotta prepare yourself in a new home.
That's something here. That's it. You're going from room 2?
2 and 1.
And 3.
Go ahead, bring it out.
And Nehemiah 3 verse 2 here, it says the noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horse and of the jumping chariots. The horsemen lift up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude slain and a great number of carcasses, and there is no end of their corpse. They stumble upon their corpses.
So hey, in that day there can be great deaths. Alright? There can be dead bodies lying all over the place. Alright? You gotta gird up your loins in that day. Alright? Just there's the aura, the scent. Alright? The sight. At that times. Alright? You had to be a man. You had to show yourself a man in that day. Alright?
The scripture says, in that day will I know who is my chosen.
That's right. That's right. Alright? The men that look unto the Most High for their strength in that day. If you just go in that, you end up in that day with mortal strength. You go fail. You go pop down. You go be one of them who travailing, something like the travailing with child. You understand? You go be crying. You understand? Yeah, it's on Nehemiah 2 and one thing.
It says, he that dasheth in pieces is come upon the face of
Go ahead from 1.
Nehemiah chapter 2 verse 1. It says, he that dasheth in pieces is come up before thy face.
Go ahead.
Keep the munitions, which the way make thy loins strong.
Make your loins strong. Alright? I gird up your loins like a man for that day. Alright, go ahead.
It says, fortify thy power mightily.
Mightily. Go ahead.
For Yahweh had returned away the excellency of Jacob as the excellency of Israel for the emptier
Enmity?
emptier
Alright, go ahead.
have emptied them out
Come.
and married their vine branches.
Come. So, hey, you gotta gird up your loins in that day. Alright? Because they agree the one that what the dash it to pieces. It says there.
Yeah.
You understand? That is his time. Alright, there's gonna be great deaths. Alright? To stand in that day, you gotta gird up your loins. They can't gird up your loins with this word. Alright? So we girding up your loins with this word right now, knowing that these things are to come. Alright? And the mindset that you have to be in. Alright? You gotta have full dependency on the Most High. Alright? Knowing that in that day you're not gonna survive for your own strength. Alright? But you had to look to the Most High in that day. You had to, hey, don't wait till that day to look to have faith in the Lord. Have faith in the Lord now. Be faithful now. You understand? Don't be like the unfaithful ones. Alright, don't remain in your unfaithfulness. Because the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Can.
This is
we can close, right?
This is Amos chapter 5, verse 14. Seek good and not evil, that ye may live.
Seek good and not evil, that ye may live. Alright? Because hey, that time is the time of judgment. Alright? Major judgment. Alright? So seek good now that you will live. Because the rewards are doing good is life. But the rewards are doing wrong is death. The wages of sin is death. Eternal life. You understand? So do good now while you have the chance.
That's right. The Most High say, why, O Israel, why choose death?
Can.
Choose life.
Choose life. Alright? So whoever listening out there, alright, you're accustomed seeing the prophets out there on the highways and byways. You're accustomed seeing the men of the Lord that going out there and prophesying, hey, we're not doing this for show. Alright, we're doing it because we fear. We know the time that is gonna come. Alright, but we don't want to be one of the unfaithful ones. Alright, so we being faithful until how Hashem Yahushai, he told us to go there and prophesy. Alright, so if you right now, this message ministering unto you, alright, hey, make no tarry to turn unto the Lord.
That's right.
Ask repentance. Alright? And when you see the men out there, come up to them, ask questions, take notes. Alright? And you'll be taught, and one day you're going to be a part of the number prophesying. Alright? And you have to what? Be diligent to make a call and election sure. Alright? But hey, coming up will be your first step to salvation. Alright? So hey, with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rokakwadash. Alright, double honors to the apostles and the little great millstone that surely do rule well. Alright, peace, love, salutations unto all the brothers out there around the four corners of this world that can spread this word in sincerity and in truth, in season, out of season. Alright, we are brothers from Great Millstone, Trinidad. Alright, saying shalom.
Shalom.
Till you like.